Welcome to another Tuesday. 7 p.m. Tuesday as usual. Busy day at work. I'm pretty tired, but I always look forward to this, so I am here. And I have some cool things to show. Well, I think they're cool. Went to Disneyland yesterday and bought some things, was gifted something. It was pretty fun. So we'll wait for peeps to show up. Once again, got my water. Got my Reese's Fast Break. I got my meat and cheese. Cornyeen, what is going on? Welcome, Cornyeen. I have never seen you in a comment before in one of the videos or the live, so welcome. How did you find me? I'm always curious to see how people find my live streams, because usually it's just the same 10 people on every week as of now. And then every once in a while someone hops on, but I'm assuming maybe from the Good Place, because I got, I think, over 100 new subs in the last week just from the Good Place, which is a great show. I'm only on episode 2. I got to watch episode 3 this week. It's been crazy, but I'll get to it. Like, for sure, I will get to it. But yeah, welcome, Corn. Or did you get here from the Disneyland tag? Corn said I randomly appeared. That's kind of funny. I mean, it's good for me that I'm showing up in other people's feeds. I'm just wondering, I know it's not supposed to be random, like literally random. So there's got to be something that you're watching that I'm doing maybe. True, what's going on? How was your day? Mine was super busy. I was in the warehouse from 8 to 5, and I still didn't finish everything I needed to do. Crazy. But as you know, I look forward to this hour, talking to my friends, and I got some stuff yesterday in Disneyland that I want to show. While I'm here, the Kind Assassin is relaxing, playing Coral Island. Once I get a free moment, I'm definitely going to live stream that. True said hers was pretty slow. That's good because you had like 500 emails, didn't you? I'm eating my meat and cheese. And then my fast break. You know I'm busy when I can't even be in Discord. Corn says, you know, I've been watching a lot of reaction content, so that's probably why. Probably. Again, good for me since I'm fairly new. But I mean, you could go to my channel to see, but I've watched a lot. In the 3 years or 4 years I've been on here, 2022, 3 years. I'm currently watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Good Place. Those are my weeklies. I'm trying to finish Arcane and Broad City. I watch Community and I watch Atlanta. Some of the Marvel shows, Invincible. I'm also trying to watch Cowboy Bebop when I get a chance. It's just a lot, and I don't have a lot of time. True said she was just playing Coral Island. I think maybe tomorrow's Wednesday. It might be another super long day, but I really do want to live stream me cleaning my farm and also me setting up my co-op island. I definitely need to do that. But yeah, it's been crazy. Corn says he recommend. Well, Corn, sorry, I don't know if you are a man or a woman. Corn says they recommend watching Fargo the movie and show. I watched the movie when it came out. I love that movie. The show I have not, but I have not heard a bad thing about it. True says it's been fun watching the kind assassin play. She really likes that game. It is a really cool game. Yeah, Fargo's TV show, I've never watched it. I think it might be 4 or 5 seasons, but I also think it's an anthology series. Correct me if I'm wrong, Corn. Right? The TV show is anthology where it's not like the same people. I could be wrong. I might be mistaking it for something. I'll give it another 10 minutes and then I'll start showing what I got at Disneyland yesterday. Nothing could stop us now. God, that song from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is super catchy. Corn says every season is different, but there are small connections that you have to look for. So there you have it. It does sound cool. So Corn, how do you rate the show compared to the movie? I absolutely love the movie. I know it's hard to say something is like, oh, maybe one of your favorites, but I think Fargo might be one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. I really love Fargo. Just everyone in it is so good and like kind of spooky and funny and all that stuff. Like the wood chipper scene was crazy. But yeah, I gotta get to the shows. Oh, so maybe I could get to the good place tomorrow, I hope. I'm gonna be done with that in like a year, a little over a year. 5 seasons, 12 episode seasons. Corn says they would say the movie is better, but it's very close. Season 2 might be even with the movie. Which is the season, if you remember off the top of your head, that Chris Rock was in? Because I do remember seeing commercials and stuff that he was in one of the seasons. Can't wait to eat this fast break. Make myself sick again. Corn says the final one and it sucks. Oh God. The last season is just bad. Are you saying it's bad because he's in it? Corn says sorry for. Oh boy, oh boy. Let me look. I'm going to check out Fargo seasons. So 5 seasons. And it looks like every season is 10 episodes. True says, that's good. You're honest about it. Corn says, made at a weird time in the world. Let's see. It says the 4th season of Fargo, an American anthology black comedy crime drama television series created by no one. Oh, I thought it was going to say with the. Let me go look at the premise. All right. The season follows 2 crime syndicates as they vie for control of the underground. The cast is led by Chris Rock, who plays Lloyd Cannon, the head of a crime syndicate made up of black migrants fleeing the Jim Crow South. who have contentious relationships with the Italian Kansas City Mafia. Other cast members include Jesse Buckley, Jason Schwartzman, Ben Whishaw, and Jack Houston. Okay. Who runs the Italians? Let's Jason Schwartzman as Josta Fada, the physically unimposing and impulsive leader of the Sardinian Fada family. So they couldn't even get an Italian to play the Italian crime character. Oh, they got Salvatore Esposito to play Josta's younger brother. Okay. Let's see. I think those are the only two Italians in it. Oh, there's Francesco Acquarioli. That's a real Italian right there. Gaetano Bruno as Constantine Calamita, a hitman. All right, so they got Italians for like the lesser roles, but the main role they did not get an Italian. Funny. Do 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 do. Oh wait, his mom is Italian, so he's half. It says his father is Jewish and his mother is Italian. His mom is Talia Shire, but I think her real last name is, I don't know what NEE means. That means adopted from English from French, have been used to indicate a maiden name. So her maiden name is Coppola, Talia Rose Coppola. Yes, very Italian. And it's funny because she's not related to Francis Ford. Oh no, she is. Francis Ford Coppola's her brother. That's funny. Which makes Nicolas Cage her nephew. And Sofia Coppola her niece. That's funny. So Jason Schwartzman's mom is Francis Ford Coppola's sister. Interesting. All right, where was I before I went on that tangent down that rabbit hole? Do 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 do. Ba-do ba-do do do do. And for September, I'm also going to watch a movie this month. I just have to pick the movie. I think it's going to be Total Recall. I mean, not Total Recall. I watched that last week. It might be Last Action Hero. I think I'm going to watch that live. True said Disneyland stuff. All right. I'll get to the Disneyland stuff. I'll go from smallest to largest. Okay. So the reason we were even at Disneyland yesterday was because I had family here this weekend. So my dad came in and my brother came in on Saturday. My dad met us. We had dinner. And then he went and met my brother because he was staying in Anaheim. So we all met at Disneyland on Monday. So when they went in, my brother and my father had a character breakfast at the Plaza Inn. It was breakfast in the park with Minnie and friends. And I guess they both got buttons. So my dad gave me his. So this is the button that he got. Pretty neat. So I will put this somewhere. Maybe in my my backpack or something. So that is that. Then later in the day, the kind assassin and her friend, because her friend was also over the weekend, we had company. So after we had breakfast, I went to meet my brother and father, and they were walking around. And when we met back up, the kind assassin purchased me something because earlier in the day when we were driving, I was talking about, oh, it's the 70th anniversary and we don't have our pass anymore. So I don't know when we're going to even be able to go again, or if we're going to go again until like maybe not even next year. So I wanted to get something for the anniversary, but I don't like the shirts that have years on it. I don't like shirts or apparel that have dates on it. Like I don't want something that says the 70th anniversary. So she actually found this awesome pin that made me so happy when she got it. So this is the anniversary pin that she got. So it's cool. It obviously says it on the packaging, and then you really can't see down here on this little point in tiny, 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 tiny. It does say D70, but you can't even read it. So this is cool. We might add it to our pin lanyard, and I just friggin' slammed it on the table by accident. But we'll see. All right. There's going to be a bigger thing I'm going to show you. Actually, it leads into this, so I'll do it this way. All right. So another thing, we were getting on the railroad, and we were right by the Haunted Mansion, and it was really hot. It was, I think, like 92, which is fine for me. But it always feels hotter when you're in Disneyland, and it was a little bit humid. But anyways, I went to get a Sprite at the refreshment cart. And like every cart in Disneyland, they sell popcorn buckets and sippers and all that. And typically we don't buy them. Like we got the Death Star one because we had to. That is probably the best sipper I've ever seen. It's so dope. But when I was there, I saw one, and it was, to me, it was awesome. And I asked the girl like if I could see it, and I was looking at it, and she was like, if you want to get it, everyone's saying it's sold out everywhere. So, like I didn't buy it, but the Kind Assassin's friend surprised me and bought it for me. So this is the sipper that I was gifted. So as you can see, it is Haunted Mansion themed, and he's sitting at the keyboard, at the piano, playing. So you could turn it on, and then when you hit the keys, you might not be able to hear it very well, but you'll be able to see. It plays music. So yeah, this was a really awesome gift, and I was so happy. So that's really neat. This might go here. I might put it there. It definitely needs to be seen. Okay. And then the last two things go hand in hand. Shira says she never saw that film. Well, there's two films. Obviously, one was with Eddie Murphy back in the day, and then there was a new one a couple years ago on What's Up, Shira? Welcome. But it's based on the ride. Shira said Michael was right with his kick. What does that mean? Hashtag Michael was right with his kick? True says she loves that sipper. All right. And the last thing that we got, also for the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, they have something, and it's, I just did it because I'm an adult and I could afford it. Like, it's, I would say maybe not worth it. It's kind of fun. Oh, from The Good Place. Michael was right with his kick. No, he wasn't. Boo, don't kick puppies. So they're doing a 70th anniversary key, which is basically a giant key that's, a giant plastic key. And you have to find 9 keyholes around the park. And you like put the key in the keyhole. It does a little thing. And then you get like an icon. It's for like every section of the park. And at the end of it, when you're done, when you're leaving the park, there's a final keyhole that unlocks a Disney pin. So this is the key, if you could see. And when you turn it on, it's just, it lights up white. So each, you might not be able to see them, but these are all the places in the park that I unlocked one. So like the very, very first one here is just Walt Disney, his speech.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
And then it talks for a little while. But when you go here, it'll be like, oh, this is where I got at the fire station in Main Street. And it plays a little song. Sheer says, thanks for making it a short. Well, I'm actually going to try to do more shorts because I might draw people to the show, but that was hilarious. So every episode for all the shows that I watch, I'm going to try to pick like funny spots to do them. So you could just click through, like this is the Haunted Mansion one, right? And then this here is Pooh Corner, Winnie the Pooh. This was, I don't remember what that was. I can't even really see, but you get the gist. It just unlocks something there. And then at the end of the night, this is what happens when you like unlock everything. It goes crazy and lights up. And then, and I could do this, but it's not in there anymore. There's a little hatch here, little latch. After all the, fanfare plays in the keyhole, this happens. And then this opens, and there's a pin in there. So basically, if you want, you don't have to really go around. You could just hold the two buttons down and the pin pops out, but you wouldn't get all of the sounds. And like, I wanted to do the scavenger hunt. But anyways, when it opens, you get one of 9 pins. So all the icons on the key basically represent a land, and each land has a pin. And we got the one for the Haunted Mansion. You might not be able to see it, but that's the lamp, the little gargoyle from the Haunted Mansion. So out of all of the 9, the ones that we really wanted were Winnie the Pooh or this one, and we got one that we wanted. So that makes us happy. True says, I was rolling when I saw that short of him kicking the puppy. So here's a fun fact. If you go, because I posted it twice, you could see one is like with the cuts and one I edited it where there are no cuts. And I did that because someone on the original, I don't want to say was making fun of me, but was annoyed with my short, the way I had cut it. But I could have swore back in the day I posted shorts with no cuts and they got blocked. So that's why I stopped doing it. But I posted it again the way they wanted and it worked. So I'll keep trying to do it that way. But yeah, someone was telling me that I can't take constructive criticism, but when you go back to their first post, it wasn't constructive criticism. He just said, all the cuts are stupid. I was like, that's all you had to do is literally say, how come you don't do it without the cuts? I would have been like, oh, I'll try it, but whatever. They probably blocked me and unsubscribed from the channel. True says, now I really want to go to Disneyland and do the key scavenger hunt. Do it. It'll only cost you like $60 if you take Spirit Airlines. Like come in, fly in early in the morning, go to Disneyland, do the key, fly out that night. Bada bing, bada boom. Sheer says, sheesh, that troll just sounded like they missed their afternoon nap. I mean, it was just confusing to me because I was like responding, but whatever. I mean, it's funny that they trolled, but they trolled me into doing something better. Like they didn't encourage me into doing something better. It was just like reverse psychology and it actually worked. So that's what I'm going to do. For this week's episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I don't know if you watch it, but there's one episode where Rosa leaves to go. There's like an active shooter and she leaves the 9-9 to go there. but there's a whole like bathroom subplot. I think the short for that episode is going to be the bathroom subplot, the woman's bathroom, because it's a really deep, emotional episode, and I only want to post like funny stuff. And then we'll see for episode 3 of The Good Place. I'm sure there's going to be something crazy and funny that I could post. So that is that. Yeah. So 7:25, we passed the Boomhauer hour. He was on earlier, but he's on vacation, so I do not expect him to show up. I want him to enjoy his vacation or his holiday. And I am trying to open my fast break to make myself sick tonight. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm actually surprised that that person, excuse me, didn't comment on the news short like I told you so. Or something like that. God, I love peanut butter. Shearer says, Boom must be passed out drunk. I hope so. How long is he there for? Does anybody know? I never asked them, but I think now it's going on 2 weeks, which is awesome. Yeah, for sure for Latheus. I'm glad that he is. He needs to keep busy, have fun and stuff. But I miss him. And since I was busy this weekend and I didn't really get a chance to talk to you guys in Discord, I miss him. I've only really been able to say good morning and like posts. True said she thinks 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, Shira. By the way, the Kind Assassin and I love Coral Island. She's been live streaming a lot. She's way past where I am. But when I get some time, I'm going to do a live stream. I don't remember if I told you. I'm so tired. I don't remember. But I'm going to dedicate a live stream. The first part is only going to be me cleaning my front yard. That's it. I'm going to clear it out. And then at the end, I'm going to set up my co-op online island. And then someone could visit me. True bought it and is playing with it, so True could visit me. Do. Nothing can stop us now. It's so funny that Nicolas Cage, his last name is Coppola. Like technically a Nepo baby. Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for recommending it because we love it. It's so relaxing. And True, the Kind Assassin, thanks you because she just set it to AM PM and she made it 50% slower. I think I might do it. Definitely when I'm doing my island live, I'm going to make it slower because the day does go by fast. But then the gambit is when you wake up and you want to go somewhere that opens at 9, it's going to take longer. Sorry that I'm chomping on this. Shearer says, glad you're enjoying it, True. Hope there's still not a lot of bugs. We haven't found a lot of bugs, but it's funny. Before I started my live, the Kind Assassin was playing and she got stuck. She walked behind the house and the house disappeared like it usually does when you hide behind something. And then it reappeared and she wasn't able to move. And we were like, oh my God, do you have to reset it? But all we did, she just she stood still until she passed out. Chomp away. So, yeah, it's fun. She already had, not, or, well, I say already because I don't have anything, but she has her chicken coop. She has a chicken. She has some eggs. She started building gates and stuff, planning out like rationing off her farm for stuff. Shira said, this is on PS5. I had that problem too with getting stuck behind bushes. Yeah, PS5. There is a bug that I noticed. PlayStation 5 got a new small update, I think on Friday or Thursday. And some people have already said that it's happened to them and it's a bug where if you like, I don't know what it's called. You take your thing and you hit the grass and then the stuff pops out. Well, the Kind Assassin's bag was full, so not everything went in. And then when the next day came, you could still see the little things on the floor, but they just stay there. So they're just like stuck. Chris B is here. What's going on? Late night, Chris? The hoe. No. The sickle, the curve thing where you hit the grass and it turns into wheat or whatever, or True plays on the Steam Deck. Topher Sam. Here's something you might get a kick out of. I'll give you the context after I tell you. Tomorrow, I may have to either return or exchange a bag of Cheetos. Yes, the Scythe. I am doing well, Chris. I'm very tired. It's been a busy week. A busy weekend with family, and we had visitors, and today was just a long day at work, and tomorrow's going to be a long day. But did you find a finger in your bag of Cheetos? I did not. That would have made me a millionaire. But we were at the store, and the Kind Assassin was craving Cheetos, so she wanted puffs, but they didn't have them, so we had to get crunchy. And we got home and we were so excited. Like once she bought them, then I was excited for them. And we opened them and they were like stale. They were bad. So I was like, damn, we must have bought them just as, they must have just expired. So this was on, I don't know, like August 30th, August 29th. We looked at it and they expired on July 5th. So they were already a month old. So I'm going back with the receipt. I'm going to have to be like, you might find this odd, but I'm here to return some Cheetos. True, so there was a funny scene in Modern Family where the family is outside gardening. And the mom tells Luke, oh, I do remember that. Pick up that little hoe, and he goes to pick up his sister. I saw that on like a best of video. That show is crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, true. It's funny. Another show that's good, but a lot of seasons. That's one of those shows where you need to be YouTube full time to react to it. So there we go, True. I finished the fast break and my stomach is like, mm. I think we lost Corn. I do. But he may or they may have subbed because I have one more sub right now than I did before. So maybe. Excuse me. Oh, man. It is interesting though. Corn said that my channel showed up in his feed, which is a good thing for me since I'm showing up in random people's feeds. Oh, we only had 4 mini fast breaks and I ate them all. And then I bought this fast break. I had it last stream. I just didn't eat it last week. So I've had it for a week. But since I was hungry today, I was like, I'm eating this on stream. And now it's gone. So I don't know. I feel like I might be over it for a little bit. True says, oh, nice. Hopefully they'll become a regular with us. That would be cool. I want more regulars. Chris says he has to go on Discord and post his results from the summer festival on Coral Island. Not sure which season y'all are on. Oh, for sure. Post that. So, Chris, I don't know if you were on when I said this, but I'm going to do a live stream for Coral Island where I clean my farm. But at the end, I'm going to set up my co-op island, like my whatever multiplayer island. So if you have a multiplayer island set up, well, we could switch like codes and show up on each other's island. The only thing I've done so far is the cherry blossom. The kind assassin is at, well, when I came into the live stream, she was on Halloween. So I don't know if Halloween is just one day or if it's a couple of days, but I do remember there were pumpkins everywhere and stuff. So that's where she is right now. I think I'm still in the spring. True is way past me too. I'm so far behind. Oh God, I love water. Another thing that we did, which we never do. We obviously sometimes in Disneyland go and get free water because they'll give you free water. But we bought a water can, a water bottle, one of those metal ones that keep them cold. Not the last time we were there, but 2 times ago when we went to Disneyland. But then when we went back, we forgot it. But yesterday we brought it, so we kept refilling it with ice and water, and woo, that was the best thing we ever did. Chris says, nice, your farm is so large. It makes me wonder in CL and Stardew Valley how your family afforded that property in the first place. Yeah, the thing with Coral Island is, and I don't remember like what they said. Did she inherit her family's farm? Or do you inherit your family's farm in Coral Island? Because you just end up on the island. I don't think they tell you how you got there. Shira says, oh yeah, in Stardew, your property is humongous. The taxes on that alone. Oh my God. So this is kind of, I don't know if it's odd or not, but in Coral Island, hearts means people like you. And I correlate hearts with romance. And the other day, one of the children got a heart from the kind assassin. Like, she didn't give the kid anything. And all she did was, like, at, I guess, one of the festivals, talk to everyone. And then it would just show, like, it would pop up 4 different people, heart, and then it was one of the kids. I'm like, why? What the heck? Chris says, that's the implication. You're right. True says, yeah, in Coral Island, you take over your grandparents' farm, I think. It's crazy that your grandparents leave you a farm that has nothing on it. Like, what did they do with it? Boomhauer. All right, since Boom and Chris just got on. Sorry, I was reading something. I'll just go quick and show you all what I've already showed True and Shira what I got from Disneyland yesterday. And now I don't know. Oh, here it is. So one was a pin my dad gave me because he did a character breakfast. So he gave me this. Another thing, the Kind Assassin bought me a 70th anniversary pin, which is this, which is cool, cool, cool. 3, our guest, one of the Kind Assassin's friends, bought me a Haunted Mansion sipper, which is this one. So cool. And it lights up and stuff. I'll do it again. That reminds me of that meme. And I'll do it again. So that's neat. And then, oh, the key went all the way over here. This 70th anniversary key that you just take around the park and unlock stuff with it until you get all of these unlocked. They all play a little sound for all of them. And then when you get you unlock all the keys, it goes crazy. And then you get a pin, 1 of 9, and we got this one. Which, there we go. Oh, there's a cool thing here. And I'm guessing, oh, my chair's going crazy. That pin collecting is, I mean, I know pin collecting is popular. I didn't realize there was a big pin counterfeit, like people bootlegging pins. But you're not going to be able to see it. But on the back of the pins now, you might be able to see the Mickey head, like barely, like right there. There's a little tiny Mickey head. But in that Mickey head, I read is literally a cubic zirconium. So all the new pins for authentication have a Mickey with a cubic zirconia in it. So if someone's trying to bootleg the pin, it's going to be more expensive because they're going to have to try to find, because I know people say they're fake diamonds, but they're still worth something. So they would have to buy a lot of those things. And that is that. True says she loves the Haunted Mansion sipper. I think it's cooler than the Death Star. Do you? I like it, but I like the Death Star more. Shira says, one day before I leave this mortal coil, I have to go to the Disney place. It's fun. I mean, you would never hear me say that it's worth the money. Like, I would never say that. It is expensive, but it's fun. It's just, like I said, it's freaking expensive. So, how about this? If I blow up and start making buku bucks on here, I'll do a Screen Sanctum meetup in Disneyland and I'll pay for people to get in. When I'm rich. Giggity, 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 giggity. Do. Also, since it's been a long week and a long day, today's just going to be an hour. But as I said, I do have to pick a day to watch Last Action Hero. That's the next movie I'm going to watch live. Chris says, I used to go to the Disney store we had at our mall in Phoenix. I like the Disney store, especially when they sell old stuff that you missed in the park and it's cheaper. And then they used to have Disney outlets, which was literally stuff from the park that they shipped there to sell cheaper, but they got rid of them. Chris says, glad that first episode of Good Place got so many views. Congrats. Thank you. Everyone told me it was good and it got a lot of views, and my shorts got a lot of views, which was cool. And I'm going to try to do a funny short for every show that I watch now, because shorts get views, and if they like the show, they'll click the link to go to the video. So I'll do that. So I got to watch The Good Place, hopefully tomorrow, and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Boom says, hasn't been to either in a very long time. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know when we're going to go back. We're probably not going to get our passes next year. Our pass ended in March, so we'll probably take a year off, or like 2 years off, and then maybe in 2027 get it again. But who knows? Sometimes Costco has really good deals where you could get 3 or 4 day park hoppers for discount, and it comes with like food. So that's an option too. Boom says he'll do some catching up on your videos soon. Don't you even worry, Boom. You just enjoy your vacation. We all wish we were with you, pretty much. But if you noticed, last Tuesday, my sub count, I think, was well under 6,100. And because of The Good Place, I'm at 6,120. Sheer says, tell all the haters in your comments to shut the fork up. That's what I'm going to start doing now. It's just I'm so new to it. Oh, the other thing, there was one person, I don't know, they might have been joking, but they sounded serious. They thought that I am like faking my reaction, that I've already watched it, but it makes sense because whenever I watch a show and I'm on like the first, until I memorize everybody's name, I always have the cast list up on Google. So when I'm doing my little talking at the end and I want to talk about someone, if I don't remember their name, I'll just pause, I'll read their name, and then I'll say what I want to do, say what I want to say. And for some reason, Google didn't put the correct name for Manny Jacinto's character. And someone was like, you called him this name when his name is this. And I got nervous. I was like, I don't know what that even means. Like, am I spoiled? But then I read because I had to download the next video, the next episode. And I noticed that episode 4 is the name that I read. So even if it is like a spoiler, I don't know the context, but it's going to be explained when I watch it next week. So we'll see. Boom says, we really do need to figure out how to do a meetup. I would love that. Chris says, there must be wild harems wherever you are, Boom. Enjoy the fun. Chris says, there aren't harems all around the world. It's not a vacation spot. Boom says, Chris, I barely have the energy to keep up with the wife. And Chris said he read that comment. Yeah, there was that one, and it was something else. Oh, I should have never told people that one of my friends may have spoiled me with something. I should have just kept my mouth shut, because not that I want to lie, like, but the thing that may have been spoiled had no context. Like, I don't know if it happens, how it happens, what's the context of it happening? Is there a twist? Is it just normal? Is it boring? Like, I don't know anything. But I said it, so like after the first episode, people were kind of on me a little bit, but it's been quiet lately. Chris says, I swear people in comments like Wikipedia, they strain over everything you say. Yeah, some people do, but I mean, I know personally that I don't know what the word is, cheat on my reactions. Like, if I watch something and I'm rewatching it, I'll say it in the comments. But if it's a show, I haven't watched it before, which is fine. But I understand, obviously, that 90% of the people are going to be happy because you're watching the show that they like, and 10% are just going to nitpick, and that's fine. But I do kind of also enjoy when people, like if I say something wrong and they correct me and I learn something, I like that. I always want people to talk or to comment on what I say at the end. That's the whole reason why I talk at the end of every episode of every show. Even though some things like Brooklyn Nine-Nine is just a comedy basically and it's silly, and there's really it's not like watching Atlanta where there's so much social commentary that you pick up on things and you want to talk about it. But I try. Like, there might not be anything to talk about, but I always try to talk about something. And most people have actually liked that. Boom says, "If someone starts some shit, draws sword." People just being trolls, you know. But I appreciate. What kind of sword do you have? A long sword? Chris says, "I would think they'd offer all types of entertainment at those Disney Worlds." Well, maybe in Club 33, that's that one where it's impossible to get in unless you're rich and you have like it's like 5 years booked. Who knows what happens in there? Shira says she's seen Nasty Jerk say mean things in Coco Couch's channel. When a certain movie makes him teary, they call him a sissy. Yeah, I hate that. Chris says he has a katana. Chris says, and a crossbow in his room. Oh, you're like an assassin. That's the one. That's the reason. That's the only reason I don't watch, where I mostly only watch comedies, because I don't show emotion really. I show like laughter if something's funny, like I emote that. I emote when I'm scared. So actually me doing a horror reaction would probably be amazing because I'm scared of horror movies. But I don't cry. Like, it's weird. I feel the emotion, but I don't show it. Boom says he's a scrawny old man. All I can lift is an epi. Like an EpiPen? I don't know what I'm talking about. Boom says, but I am Texan, so lots of guns. Boom is like, you should be in Borderlands. Shira says, boom, you still have a mighty roar, so all enemies must fear you. Mighty roar. MightyRoar.com. I'll buy that. Oh, my back is killing me. So yeah, I think I'm going to put the mansion over here somewhere if it fits. I don't know. Or maybe I'll put the star there and the mansion there. I don't know. Boom says, Urs, a thin sword used for fencing. Oh, it's a thin sword. Oh, okay. Now with the context, I get it. I get it now. Oh. Boom says, you're too kind, Sheer. It's really just a mighty fart. You guys, man. Chris says, hope everyone's weather is okay. We've been getting some pre-hurricane weather. Damn. Yeah, be careful out there. We had a heat, well, not where I live, but in Anaheim yesterday, there was a heat index warning, which I don't quite understand because it was, quote, only, unquote, 92, where it's 92 degrees a lot of the times in Anaheim. So I'm not sure what caused a heat index warning. But yeah, it was really hot in Disneyland, especially when there was no shade and you're just walking around all day. Boom says that haunted house thing is a super cool, man. Stay frosty and careful, Chris. Oh. Shearer says they get air pollution warnings here. I thought we were like done with air pollution. I wonder how Kira is with her studying and stuff. Hope she's doing well. Jay, I haven't talked to in a while. I think he's probably been busy too because we've been, I don't know what it's called. You know, it's like phone tag, but with texting, where he texts me and I'm busy and I get to it hours later. And then I text him and then he gets back to me the next day and it's like back and forth. But I hope he's doing good. Excuse me. Shira says, wait, when does the Kind Assassin stream Core Island? Well, she streamed yet today at around, I think 1:30 Pacific. Then last week she streamed for 6 hours. No, on Saturday, because I went to work on Saturday. No, not Saturday, Sunday. I was at work for a little bit and her friend was out. So she was just relaxing. So she was live streaming when I was at work and I was working and watching. Then I got home, she took a break and we ate and then she started playing again. So usually if it's during the week, it'll be when she has like a break at work. So midday. But she doesn't have like a set schedule, obviously, because she never knows during the day when she'll actually have time to play. Shira said she marked the notification but never get alerts. It seems like that happens to a lot of people. True says, boom, does stay frosty mean stay alert? I always hear that term. I think he might have meant, oh, is that it? Well, oh, I actually thought you meant stay frosty, like, because it's hot out. I'm an idiot. Boom says he spent the last few days staying in a cloud forest, lows of 60 and highs of 70. That's not bad. That's the kind of place for sure I wouldn't mind if I visited, but I wouldn't want to live somewhere because I do like it when it's hot. So I do like mid 80s, low 90s. It's beautiful. Beautiful to me. So tomorrow, I think the Kind Assassin has something tomorrow. And then it all depends how much work I could get done, but I might be home late again. Boom says, you are one of the 2 peeps I have notifications on for, Steve. Damn, I feel special. Thank you. I still laugh every time I look at your your profile picture, Boom, because I'm looking at it on OBS and it's literally like this big and it looks like Santa Claus. Because it looks like the white of the Santa hat so you don't see the red, and then it looks like 2 eyes and then a white beard, but I know it's a cat. But it's still funny. Like True, I can make out as a person's face, and Shearer's I can make out as a person. And Boom agrees. Yeah, I like that. Like if you live someplace that's really, really hot all the time, I mean, it's always hot here. And would I want to go to like Rio de Janeiro or Brazil or Spain where it's hot? Yeah. True says it totally looks like Santa Claus. Boom, Howard Claus. Ah, man. Damn, it's just about 8 o'clock, guys. Oh, man, this week went fast. So, as I said, when things settle down and work is back to normal, because we had a huge sale that was very successful, but it just means a lot of orders to pack. I do want to watch Last Action Hero live. So maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. I don't know. Boom says, Houston, the worst thing is the weather. Yeah, Houston was brutal when I used to visit my friends. I don't know. It just feels like a totally different kind of heat. But when I was visiting them, I lived in New York, so I kind of didn't mind it since I used to just go there for weekends because the flight is only I don't know, 2.5 hours from New York. So sometimes I'd fly in like Thursday and leave on Sunday. Like, quick weekend. Chris says, September already, almost holidays. I know, I'm turning 46 in 3 months. Crazy. 2026. I don't know. It's crazy. Everything's going fast. The stream went fast. It's 8 p.m. So I definitely got to get some little decompression time before I go to bed, because I've been nonstop since like 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's been 12 hours. Relax for like an hour and a half and then go to bed and do it all over tomorrow. So, Boom said, Jesus, where did 2025 go? I don't know. So I hope everyone has a good night. Again, thanks for hopping on to chat on this Tuesday. I will try to watch Last Action Hero. If any of you are interested in watching, I'll be watching it live. And then keep an eye out for the kind assassin. Like during the day, she'll hop onto Coral Island. Like I said, she already has a chicken coop and she's building some fences, so that's cool. Shira, yes, we did all get distracted. But it is time to peace out. Oh. You have a great week too, Boom. I don't know how much longer you're on vacation, but enjoy it. Chris, thank you for staying up till 11 p.m. with us. True, same. Thanks for hopping on. And Corn, wherever you are, thank you for hopping on. Shira, thank you once again. And we'll chat, and maybe we will see each other on one of our Coral Islands. So that's it. I'll see you all either this week or next week. Peace.